All right, everyone. My name is Savion. I'm an AI consultant with Managed Marketing Partners. And have you ever wanted to actually take your Instagram feed and then actually implement it into your website? On like WordPress, there's like plugins, things like that. But how do you do that in AI Studio? Well, I'm going to show you. It's a little bit more of an advanced tutorial today, but we're going to be able to go through it together. It incorporates two tools, of course, HighLevel's AI Studio and Make.com as our automation integrator. And if you're ready, let's go ahead and jump right in. Again, my name is Savion. I'm an AI consultant with Managed Marketing Partners. We're based here in Miami, and we're going to create something amazing. Just to show you a little example from a live client that I have here. Probably I'm just going to show you the grid and how to get this on your Instagram. If you're interested in learning a little bit more, go ahead and pop in the word Instagram in the comments right now. Let's go ahead and lock that in just so that way I can know you're interested in this type of content. All right, so let's get to it. So the first thing we need to do is create a Make.com account. Make.com is free, and you can set one up real quick. The next thing you need, of course, is a high-level AI Studio account. And with the high-level account, AI Studio comes with high-level. And now is a great time to jump in right now because we are doing a free Summer of AI where you get free AI, where you get AI for free until August 31st. So if you're interested in something like that, go ahead and use my sign-up link in the description here. If you don't see it yet, it'll be there in just a moment in the description. You'll see the Make.com sign-up link and also the high-level sign-up link if you don't already have high-level. If you have high-level already, this is just plug and play for you using AI Studio. So now that I'm sharing my screen here, let's go to AI Studio and let's begin to vibe. Now we're going to actually do our we're going to actually follow our framework. If you're not familiar with the framework that I always go through, it's called Cupid. And it stands for, the C is consulting, P is planning, I is implementation, D is deployment. Huzzah. All right, so I'll go through that again. If I went through fast, don't worry, you'll catch up. We'll be able to go through everything, okay? So the first step is the consulting phase, right? So we're going to talk about what we want, what our goals are. We're going to give it some parameters. And the most important thing we're going to do is actually not build yet. You see here, let's build e-commerce. Let's build something amazing. No. We're not building yet. We're not building at all at the moment, right? We're just going to talk. And how do you do that? One simple sentence. I'm going to show you right now. Hey there, don't do anything yet. We are just talking here. That's the sentence, right? Let's continue. I want to actually create a live Instagram grid feed where I can actually host a grid of 9 of my most recent posts on Instagram on my website. I would love to make sure that this is a live feed. So we're going to go ahead and use Make.com. I have a webhook for you whenever you're ready for it. But first of all, before we dive into all of that, I'd love to know your idea, what your thoughts are on this project. I'm going to pause it there. I always say I would like to know your thoughts on this project. This gives it some autonomy, right, to be able to speak freely and to push back where it feels like it might hinder your deployment, right? You learn a lot of stuff working with AI this way. And it actually trains your AI as a member of your team, right? Because I look at my AI tool as a virtual assistant and as a member of my team. So I speak with it to it with respect. I speak with it very specifically, very candidly. I also ask it for its opinion. I give it guardrails. And guess what? You get the best results when you do this. So always treat your AI tool as a member of your team, and it will treat you in the same manner, okay? And this also gives you more control over what you create with AI as well. Okay. So I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this project. Also, if you have any other ideas of ways we can make this even cooler or more engaging, more beneficial than just a simple Instagram feed, I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas on how to make this a unique experience for the users. But the gist of it is that I want the feed coming direct from my Instagram, and also using that make webhook that we'd be sending back to you in a response through make.com. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this project, and some other cool ideas that you think of that would enhance this app today. So great. So that's all. We just use our speech. We talk to our virtual assistant. It's not going to build anything because we asked it not to. And it's just going to start a conversation with you first, right? So while we wait, let me clean my glasses. And here we go. So here we go. So this sounds like a fantastic project. Using make.com to pipe data into a custom React front end so it says React front end because if you didn't know, AI Studio is built off of React. So you're building a React app, right? Custom React front end allows for, and React is a type of coding, I wouldn't say tool, language. So it's a language, right? So just like HTML, CSS, it's a coding language, okay? And also a framework kind of built all in one. So React front end allows for much more creative freedom than standard Instagram embeds. To make this more than just a simple grid, here are some few ideas to elevate the experience. Interactive story overlays. When a user hovers over a post, we can show a glassmorphic overlay with the caption, likes, and a live pulse indicator if the post was made within the last hour. Seamless Lightbox. Instead of sending users away to Instagram immediately, we can open a beautiful high performance modal that showcases a high-res image and full caption. Dynamic shop the look. If a post feature products or specific themes, we can add subtle CTA buttons to each grid. And real-time sync animation. Since we are using a webhook, we can add a subtle syncing animation that triggers when new content is detected, making the live aspect feel tangible. Before we dive into the webhook integration, I'd love to settle on a visual direction. And I guess it kind of glitched here. It's showing an internal code of what it would ask me for, right? And so I'm going to pretend like I didn't get that, so it's going to ask it again. Hey, I didn't get your question. Hey, I didn't get your question. Can you repeat that again, please? Okay, so now it's better formatted, right? So no problem. It looks like the questions might not have come through clearly. I've sent them over again below so we can nail down the design and features for your live Instagram feed before we start building. Isn't this a much better question format than this, right? So we just ask it again and see what works better. So let's go with I will go with, let's go with this. It might be fun. And then what kind of font do I want? I want Sin. And I like the Lightbox. Now here's the trick, okay? Now your instinct is to press submit, and that would be a correct instinct if you wanted to build right away, right? Because that's probably what it's going to do. If you click on submit, it's going to just start building it, right? We do not want that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and actually copy this. It's a little trick. I'm going to paste it into the chat, and I'm going to say, above are the answers to your questions. And then we're going to go through what it recommended for us, right? And I'm going to say, yeah, I actually love all the ideas that you incorporated there. The interactive story overlays, the seamless lightbox. Make sure, like, since we are featuring like the grid of all the most recent posts, you can actually use your arrow keys to move between the posts. That would be great. Also, I like the real-time sync animation. That's great as well. My Instagram doesn't have any like products or anything like that, so we don't really need a shop the look kind of thing. But I do like your idea of having a CTA built in right into the modal of the overlay of the Instagram post, so that way we can actually uh, have some action taken on that post, like a CTA to book a session, or even go to the post. If you can, try to make it relative to what the post is about, and that way it can be dynamic. I think that would be great. Is there anything else that you can think of that would enhance or make this an even better application? Also, please let me know when you're ready for that webhook. I'm ready to give it to you. So what we did was we just re-added the stopgap, right? And let's see what it's doing here. And this may be a lesson for you guys too, as if you're watching, right? We introduced a partial stopgap, but like I said, this is a builder, right? So it's gonna just try to jump as much as it can to the build. Now, if we see it if we see it building stuff, which it looks like it is, right? Um, we can either stop it in its tracks and redirect it, or we could just let it build itself and then continue from there. But what I'd want to do is actually, so what we're doing here is that if we stop it, it may kind of get caught up in the middle there. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna see what it's gonna do. Now, if it builds actually the actual application on the right side here, right? Then we know that we needed to actually put in that prompt again. Don't do anything yet. We're still talking, right? But you see the power of that little line there. If you don't put it in, yeah, boom. Yep. So if you don't put it in, this is what you get, right? A bunch of randomness, right? We have a little bit of direction here, but it's not exactly what we wanted, all right? But it's giving us some guidance here now. I'm ready for that make.com webhook. Please paste it here so I can wire up the live feed. So we're going to go ahead and make that webhook. So this is the structure that we're going to follow here. I made this for another client of mine from the Guardian Guider client. So it starts with the webhook call, right? So what we need to do is actually create the webhook. So we're going to go to new, once you're in make.com, you're going to click on create scenario. We're going to create a webhook. And we're going to say triggers when a webhook receives data, right? So now we have a new webhook. We're going to create a webhook. We're going to call this MMP IG feed, right? And we don't have an API key. We're going to click on save. And we're going to go ahead and just copy. This is our webhook, right? So we're going to go in and we're going to paste our webhook right here. Now, before we do that, we want to have it listen for the structure. So we're going to run it. It's going to actually push to that webhook. And we're going to see it consume the structure in just a moment. So what I mean by consume is it's going to actually send a data shape to the actual webhook. Then we'll be able to use that data shape to our advantage. So let me put these two side by side here. So what I mean by data shape. So if you click here, we can actually see, let's see here. Where's my data shape on this one? Okay, so you see that it gave us a plus sign, right? So now it received some data from AI Studio, right? So now we have a little checkbox there. It's going to be pulling in real-time Instagram feeds here. It's asking to connect the calendar. So we can connect our calendar as well for book a session. But we don't really need to do that exactly unless we really wanted to have a calendar link, but it's going to dynamically update the CTA. So we'll be able to make that happen. So now that we created this, what we want to do is move on to the next thing. We're going to connect Instagram for business. So you do have to have a business Instagram account. So we're going to go here. We're going to say Instagram for business, right? And we're going to, how do we put it here? Let's see, what did I do for this one? One second, guys. So you can actually create posts or whatever as well. If we wanted to actually use this tool to create posts from our AI Studio setup, we could. But what we're going to actually do is list. We're going to create a uploads a carousel post. So we're going to list posts, returns user posts, list public user posts, returns posts of another Instagram business or IG creator. That's interesting. Get post return results from the post. Download media, get carousel media, get public user, comments, stories. So we're going to actually do, so if you wanted to like have a list of like different stories on your website, you could do that. So we're going to actually go with list posts, right? I believe that's what I have here. Yep, list posts. I didn't see that before. That's great. Okay. So we list posts and we can go ahead and add a connection. We're going to call this MMP Instagram. So we're connecting our personal Instagram here, or our business Instagram. It links it with your Facebook. And then boom, now we have an MMP Instagram and it lists all the pages that you have ownership to. So I can actually select, let's go with the managed marketing partner posts. We can go with that, and we'll say a limit of 9. I believe that's how we have this set up. We're just using this as a comparison. Oh, limit of 25. Okay. And now we have this set up really nicely. So now we have this being grabbed. We're going to go to an array aggregator. So that's going to actually aggregate all the data into a usable format. So Instagram for business, so source model. So we're going to go here. We're going to do a data aggregator. So we're going to type in aggregate. I think it might be actually here. Array aggregator, right? And then source is Instagram for business. And the structure, what did I have here? I'm just making it easy by just copying this. We have the caption, post, URL, thumbnail, URL, permalink, and timestamp. Or we can actually select all. That's fine. Do we have any advanced settings here? No. Great. Save that. And now we have the webhook for the response. So this response is interesting because it has to give a specific response back. So it's going to give a 200 status back. So 200 stands for success. If it's anything else, it's going to be an error response to AI Studio. And now AI Studio can wait for this aggregated webhook response back. It's going to be waiting for that, okay? So it's going to be wait for that 200 response. And then we want to add this, right? The aggregate bundle in the body. And I guess we save. And then we're going to add this part, access control. This is going to be our parameters, our headers, custom headers. We have the access control allow origin, and that asterisk means all, okay? So if you're following along, we're pretty close to being done here in creating an Instagram feed. We're going to click on save. So now this should mirror this, right? We're looking good there. Okay. Perfect. So now we have our whole feed here, right? So now what we can do is we can hit it up. We're going to say, wait for new data. Okay. And now we're going to say, please fire the webhook again. So firing basically just please hit it again, right? And it did. Look at that. So you get that success, right? So it's going through all of everything. And we should, at this point, have successfully pulled in some of our posts from our page. You see the everything here is kind of a skeleton here. You see the little grid posts getting ready. Okay. Okay, so now what we can do, so please fire the webhook again. So we have this setup of our what do you call it? Our make.com already set up properly here. And we're actually receiving results, right? So what we can do is this. We can actually screenshot this because this is the shape that everything's coming in. We're going to send this over to AI Studio so we can upload the screenshot so it knows what we're working with. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, let me do this. We'll go here. Here is the shape of the response. You will receive. Please use this to create the grid of posts. Thanks. All right. Here we go. So it's using this shape now, so you can see it's a JSON array, right? It has everything that you need here, what the username is, what the permalink is, what type of thing it is. It's a thumbnail, it's a video, right? It's a reel, we have the captions, right? So we'll be able to relay that over to AI Studio. I've updated the data parsing logic to perfectly match the structure coming from your make.com webhook, extracting an array from the body.array or array properties as shown in your screenshot. The feed should now correctly read the post and stop throwing that in-slice error. You can fire the webhook again to see it populate immediately. Okay. Okay, great. Please fire the webhook. It's all in the timing. Now, if we had a paid make.com account, we can create more than two. I just have two already set up right now for my client that's integrating it already in their business. So I have to wait to be able to get this paid for here, but it's definitely useful. I've uploaded a match. What's new? Data structure, fixing and parsing, video support. The grid lightbox now automatically detects and plays video. Manual refresh. Okay, so what we need to do is detect new values, right? And we're gonna hit it again with the new values. Here is the webhook. Please hit it again. There's a little tweaking here. Now we did pass the planning phase, right, of our build, but you can see the struggle that we're dealing with right now because we didn't actually plan it out. It actually jumped from consulting to implementation, and this is what we get, right? But we can move with the flow, right? And we can make it happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and click save. I'm gonna say wait for data. Okay, so you can see that it hit the webhook. Right? And return to your Instagram posts. Since the app automatically polls every 30 seconds and you have the refresh feed button, you should see your grid populated. Let me refresh the feed. And there we go. All right. It's a little tricky, right? Because here's the deal. We were able to successfully make this happen, right? And if we click on it, it opens up the video with the name and everything like that. Hold on, let's test that out. And also the thing is, with this make.com, it's a manual run right now because we don't have a paid account. If you'd like to donate to help me get a paid account, so I can show these demos a lot more, that would be amazing. But we do have to run it manually and wait for data to come through. And now we pulled it, and there we go. Okay, so now we can go here. We can book, right? And look at this. There is some weird text right here. Not weird text, but it's not like visible, right? So we can screenshot that. We're going to go into AI Studio, and we're going to please fix the CTA buttons so they are visible and have proper contrast. Guys, building this actually is really easy. We were able to build this in less than 20 minutes, well, 30 minutes, right? Really, really simple thing to do. And you can customize this as you want, right? You can literally make it a slider. You can make it whatever you want, and include this on your website for like your AI Studio for engagement, things like that. So let's wait to see if we can get that updated. Okay. We're going to go to the live website, of course. Oh, the preview is not ready yet. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run this. It's a timing thing. There we go. So now we have our latest update from live from our Instagram feed. And when we open this, now we have our CTA buttons. And now you can click on book. It opens up another model within that. You click on that, choose the time, choose the date, confirm the booking. Et voila. You now have a confirmed booking right from your Instagram feed on your website. Pretty amazing. You should also be able to use your keys. And these are all videos too, right? Right, and I'm just using my arrow keys to be able to move between my posts. Right? And look at this. As you can probably see, the actual CTA is changing based on the content. So book a session, view on Instagram, join the discussion, and it brings you to the actual post on Instagram, right? And I'm just using my arrow keys to move between the different posts. And we did deliberately tell it to only showcase 25. So it's only going to show 20. It's only going to be able to pull 25 of the most recent posts, right? But guys, that's how that works there. Integrating a live Instagram feed right into your AI Studio, using make.com as your aggregator, and it sends it right into your AI Studio Live. Your make.com account is free. You get to get 2 scenarios, and you'll be able to have them running all the time for anything that you need. Yesterday, I created a API connection with GPT image that allows you to actually modify an image using GPT API, and it posts it back to the website. Today we're doing something different. We're integrating an AI, excuse me, not an AI. We're integrating Instagram into our feed as well, which is something you wouldn't normally be able to do very easily, right? So guys, if you like more content around AI Studio, you're in the right place. I'd love to produce a bit more. Let me know what you're interested in. If you like this make.com content as well with AI Studio, put in the comments make if you've gotten this far, and I'll be able to produce some more content around this specific combination for automations integrated with AI. So it's some amazing stuff you can do with HighLevel's AI Studio. And again, my name is Savion. I'm with the Managed Marketing Partners here in Miami, and I'm an AI consultant here to serve you and your business. So if you have any specific needs, I also do one-on-one support. Just drop me a message in the comments, and I'll reach out directly. Thanks again, guys. Again, the links to make.com for your free trial and also your free account is in the comments. Also, if you're new to HighLevel, the link for 30-day free trial is available in the description, where you'll actually be able to take advantage of our Summer of AI promotion. As of the date of this recording is until August 31st, 2026. All right, guys, thanks again, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.